Right, here we are back at the roundabout again, and it's bulb planting time. We're going to be putting some crocus in here today. Low growing flowers to to shine and dazzle and cheer us up just at the front edge of this this roundabout. Just over to the left here, I know that we've got, I can't see them, but we've got a clump of snowdrops. So basically we've got white over there, we're going to have striped crocus just there. Striped are going to bridge from white over to purple. And then we've got a lovely kind of rich sky blue back to purple. And then this white with an orangey yellow centre. So what I've done is I've gone along through here with my trusty mattock that's like a pickaxe, but it's got a blade on the end so we can dig and get out all the stones. And we've got some holes that are probably about 3 or 4 times the size of the bulb. There's the bulb there. 3 or 4 times the size of that bulb in depth, so that they're going to be well buried. You can see these things are raring to go. You can see the shoots on the top there. If yours haven't got shoots on, if you get them early in the season, here in the UK, the planting season is kind of September, maybe August if you get them early, August, September, October. I've planted them later than that before, but once they start to shoot much more than this, they need to go in. So we're going to put these in little groups, little clusters. There we go, we're putting them in little clusters at the bottom of the hole there with the shoots facing up. There you go, my little darlings. And there was a kind of, as ever, I think when we're gardening, we're kind of planning in. We have a picture in our head, and I've got a picture in my head as I'm planting these of once when I visited Kew Gardens a few years ago, and I'll throw a picture in just now. I walked around the corner and saw this kind of lawn underplanted with a mass of purple crocus. They looked amazing, almost artificial. I had to go and kind of check and make sure they were real. And earlier on this year I went to a big garden up in the Midlands, Trentham Gardens, and there they'd planted huge drifts of crocus in all sorts of shapes. And I was kind of tempted to see if I could plant I don't know, a love heart or something like that, or a little rainbow to kind of remind us of the NHS. That's become a bit of a kind of a symbol here in the year of COVID here in the UK. But I didn't want to put people off their driving, so I've done if you look at the shape of that, it's like a kind of a grin, it's like a smile, it's like a crocus chuckle to make people smile as they drive up through past the roundabout here. They won't have to stop and stare. It'll just give them a little bit of a grin, cheer up their late winter, early spring day. So that's my plan, that's the picture in my head, and it all comes down in the end to some nitty-gritty, some hard work. So I've scraped off the top layer of turf there, dug, loosened the soil underneath. I'm just going to bury those crocus now back under. Put a bit more soil there. And I'm going to do that with every hole. I'm going to put about 3 or 4 crocus in each hole all the way round. Loosen up the soil underneath. Fertiliser wise, you could put some fertiliser in the hole. Bone meal would be a good one. Fish blood and bone. I tend to like to use the 6-month slow release feed, which I will put around these next spring. As soon as they come into flower, I'll put some slow release fertiliser around the ground. Then that's when the plant can absorb the nutrients in the spring when they're growing, and that'll feed them through the course of next spring so that they flower again the following year. Once these are in, we can leave them in for years and years, and so long as the mice leave them alone, and I think we should be safe from mice here in this roundabout, we should have a little crocus smile for many, many years to come. Right, let's get them in. There we go. So I've dug this soil over the ground underneath these holes are nice and soft, so just gently push the bulbs in, pushing them with the shoot facing up. That's where the roots will come from, and in they go. We'll see you boys next spring.